This was the news we got last night. Disney already had come out and made a statement about this. But a few weeks ago, maybe months ago, back in July at some point, Bob Iger made a pretty shocking announcement during an interview that, oh, by the way, we're looking at selling some of our linear cable TV channels, things like ABC, FX, Freeform, all of this stuff. We're looking to possibly sell those things. That was kind of a shock to a lot of people because of how much those channels have meant to Disney over the last several decades. And the idea of this massive platform of ABC that they've been using to market things, they've been using to push some of their content on, that all of a sudden that could be sold off. Well, it looks like that is coming closer and closer to reality. Disney holds initial talks on sale of ABC to local broadcaster Nexstar. Entertainer Byron Allen has also expressed interest in the deal. Reportedly, he's offering $10 billion for a package of ABC and a couple other channels from Disney. Network and ABC stations could be worth $4 billion or more. Now, Disney has come out and slammed these reports. They didn't deny that they're actually having these discussions, but they basically said, we haven't made any decisions yet, and any reporting to the contrary is false. But it looks like to everybody that this is going to happen, maybe quickly, maybe a little bit slower, but one way or another, because it's something Disney has to do. Disney and Bob Iger have bought all these different things and built up this company. And now, after they're bleeding, after they're struggling in nearly every aspect, box office, streaming, linear television, theme parks, etc., they're now going to have to sell off some of their big assets in order to fund this company going forward. And that's going to be ABC, it looks like.
I've said this 1,000 times. I'll say it 1,001. We were always right about Disney. It was never people just pushing stuff to push stuff. Oh, these guys are just making stuff up to talk about because it gets algorithm. No, these discussions are happening because we were right. Everything we've been saying about Disney and their approach and the fact that they continue to pander to people that will not support them. They pander to people that don't care about their product. They pander to people that don't go out and buy the toys, support the shows, have the discussions like fans. They have done this over and over again. When you do that, you are crippling your brand and your company, and that is exactly what has happened. They deserve this. I have zero sympathy for them. They had everything going for them. They had every opportunity, and you have decided to actively move away from the people that mattered, the fans, and they have now left, and they're not coming back. They're not doing it. Disney is a tainted brand. It's a name that used to carry weight. It used to matter. It used to have power. Families used to respect it. They used to know if they went into a Disney park or went to a Disney movie that their children could be entertained and it would be okay for their children. They don't have that anymore. They have ruined all of their goodwill, and that's why they're in this position, and they deserve it.
Yeah, and really, they need something like this to happen because they have a big bill that comes due with Comcast when they have to purchase the rest of Hulu. And then they have to find a way, probably at some point in time, to merge Disney Plus and Hulu, two streaming services that aren't actually making money for them right now, and merge them together. And what are they going to do with that? I guess that's up to them to decide. But yeah, it was 1995, I think, right around then, maybe 94, 96, something around there, when Michael Eisner bought ABC for $19 billion. Big purchase back in the day. And now it looks like they might be turning around and selling it for somewhere between 5 and 10 billion, whether it's just ABC or ABC and a bunch of other channels, like all the other ones they own. And this is what's happening. They have decided to do this. These studios did this. They are the ones that went all in on streaming and basically left cable hanging out to dry. And now all their normal TV channels, they're seeing decreased revenue. They're seeing decreased ratings because they've pushed for streaming. Now that's not making money either. So they've kind of put themselves in a bind, but it definitely looks like this is going to happen. Bob Iger threw up a white flag and basically begged someone to come give him an offer. And now they've got a couple offers from people. But this is what happens when you destroy your own company. Instead of building, you start looking at tearing some of it down and, taking these pieces and selling them for scrap to keep your company going. And that's what they have to do.